shown one day, and I have still not been able to duplicate him. His sound was amazing. It was like a cloud burst. I couldn't do that. But what he had indicated was that we have a habit of making the mouth. We do that. Oh. So that way we are trying to play with the sound with our lips, and that is not required because the sound originates from the stomach and it is just released from the mouth. So if you slightly if you open the mouth and let the sound come out, that will be the perfect Om. But for Omkar, the breath has to come out from stomach. Let me do an activity for all of you. Please sit straight and put your hand on your stomach. Okay? It's your stomach, don't worry. And now breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Now tell me, when you breathe in, what happens to your stomach? Please breathe, please breathe. She stopped breathing. She didn't. Breathe, breathe. So when you breathe in, what happens? Huh?
Stomach.
Bulges? And what happened? Did he bulge or go inside? She stopped breathing, so I'm sure she doesn't know what happened to her. What happened to your stomach? Went inside or out? Are you sure? Try again. I don't know how to try it. You tell me, when you breathe in, what happens to your stomach? It goes in. It goes in. It goes? He forgot what is happening. Again try. Are you breathing from chest or from stomach? So then what happens to you? Now what is happening? It goes in. So when you breathe in, it goes in. Okay? Anybody else who has tried? Expands. So expansion, contraction, both are happening. What is happening?
Expansion.
Expansion. So technically, it should expand. Okay? And because I made you do consciously, so probably you would have experienced the expansion. But normally, if you try during that time when you are normally walking around or sitting, then you will see we always tend to breathe from chest. That's why, see, we go like that, right? We take the breath in the chest. Whereas our breathing should be, see, my chest will not move at all. If your nose runs, please use handkerchief. So this is the first. If you do longer, you will start feeling your head becoming empty. And you will feel nauseated also. So be careful. If you have not been practicing, it can be give you that feeling. So once you get that breathing right, then you will catch that how to breathe out of stomach. There is a slight difference. If you chant like that, it is not easy. I have been trying to chant for a lot of years. Still I am not getting that click in my head. Because the sound of Bhagavan was amazing. I cannot compare also. But the formula is this one, the process is this. That you take the breath in and slowly release it and expand. How many of you play trumpet? I think sound, that, like the trumpets, like when they play the brass, they have a crescendo. In the music, you have a crescendo. That is the sound of Omkar. So it has to start here, and slowly when it comes up, it gets louder and then it should fade. The fading is important. And in Omkar, when we chant, immediately after the fading, don't rush for the second Omkar. Because Omkar has a bindu. You know the Omkar mantra? You know the Omkar mantra? Who knows Omkar mantra? Omkaram bindu sanyuktam nityam dhyayanti yogina kamadam mokshadam chaiva omkaraya namo namah. Omkar, one with the bindu. Omkaram bindu sanyuktam. It is an ukar. The ukar represents the Trinity, the Trigunas, and all that philosophical thing. But that ukar which has bindu, humkar, that hum, om, this is creation. This creation must merge with the eternity. That eternity is shunyata, the silence. So creation is Omkar, and the silence after Omkar is God. So when we chant Om, we have to have that silence also. Otherwise Omkar is not complete. That silence is Ishvara. That is Ishvara Tattva. Now I don't want to go into the philosophical of Omkar, but easy understanding, Ukar with Bindu is Om, but Ishvara aspect is the silence after that. Omkar. Okay? So if you practice it slowly, you will enjoy. Bhagavan makes us do it 21 times in the morning, right? 21 times Omkar is equivalent to a 1 hour of cardio. See how powerful it is. When you Omkar into your whole, it's a detox, complete detox. You can start sweating with 21 Omkar if you do properly. It is so powerful. And scientists have done an experiment that when we do Omkar chanting, it releases negative and antitoxins from our body and it makes us youthful. So all the people who are looking for youthful skins, start doing Omkar. Is it a good sell? So anybody who wants to be youthful and just glowing face, they say, wow, glowing face. It is not because of Dove soap. So if you chant Omkar, you will have glowing soap. You know that face. Probably that's why all the saints have glowing faces. Because they live Omkar. So Omkar has that potency. The moment you do it just throws negative elements, air out of our body system. And we are detoxed. Lovely, no? See, that's how our rishis were detoxing their bodies. So we were asking about rishis, we were trying to do research that they were living in Himalayas, in most weird places of snow peak mountains. So if they fell sick, what happened to them? Have you ever thought of it? For thousands of years they go and live in the Himalayan mountains. Of course they are in the snow. Don't you think they can have cold, cough? We all get, right? Running nose, stomach ache. How do they cure themselves? Have you thought of it? We don't think about it, no? Because we are fine. If you have any problem, call the doctor. Then tell him what you want. So there was a finding that rishis knew how to cure themselves through activation of our chakras. You want to learn that mantra? You are not interested. I'm seeing very sleepy faces here. Are you all awake? Those Those who are awake and those who are sleeping, please raise hands. Okay. So there are the chakra mantras, purification. So I'll just chant for you. There are 8 lines to it. And while chanting these, they used to cure themselves. And there's a process to it. I can share with you. Let me chant that for you. Om Shri Mooladharam Bhujarudhaye Namaha. Om Shri Swadhishthanam Bhujagadaye Namaha. Om Shri Manipurabjanilayaye Namaha. Om Shri Vishuddhi Chakra Nilayaye Namaha. Oh, sorry. Anahatabjanilayaye Namaha. Vishuddhi Chakra Nilayaye Namaha. Om Shri Agya Chakrabjanilayaye Namaha. Om Shri Sahasradhara Padmasthaye Namaha. Om Shri Asthi Samstitaye Namaha. Om Shri Mooladharam Bhujarudhaye Namaha. Om Shri Swadhishthanam Bhujagadaye Namaha. Om Shri Manipurabjanilayaye Namaha. Om Shri Anahatabjanilayaye Namaha. Om Shri Vishuddhi Chakra Nilayaye Namaha. Om Shri Agya Chakrabjanilayaye Namaha. Om Shri Sahasradhara Padmasthaye Namaha. Om Shri Asthi Samstitaye Namaha. So these are 8 lines. It starts with Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura. Anahata is heart. Manipura is, if you keep your fingers like that, on top of your navel is Manipura. Mooladhara is at the bottom of your spinal cord. 4 fingers above that is Swadhisthana. Okay? And 2 fingers above your navel is your Manipura. Anahata is parallel to your heart, the center. Vishuddhi Chakra is your throat. Agya Chakra is the between the eyebrows. Manipura, Sahasradhara Padmasthaye Namaha. Padmastha, the lotus, 1000 petal lotus is head. That is your Sahasradhara. And then Asthi Samstitaye Namaha, the whole skeleton. So if you chant this in odd numbers, you can chant it for 3 times, 5, 7, 11, 101, 1001, that's up to you. Ideally, we should reach 108 kind of a chanting. So your whole body is activated. And then suppose, for example, you have a pain, say in your throat or your heart. Then after you have chanted it for say 7 times or 9 times or 100 times, whatever you decide to chant, then equal number of time you should come and chant that specific chakra. So if you have a throat, say throat, some disease, you can chant Vishuddhi Chakra, Om Shri Vishuddhi Chakraye Namaha, Om Shri Vishuddhi Chakraye. So if you chant that for that many times and you continue, I'm trying, I'm trying in my way. I have not yet reached the conclusion to myself, but I have friends who have practiced and who are practicing this. The claim is that within 3 months you will start seeing a permanent recovery. Okay? That is how our rishis used to maintain their health. Mantra Shakti is very powerful. Bhagavan has told us in 80s that you have to go towards Mantra Shakti and not depend on Yantra Shakti. Yantra is power of machine and Mantra is the power of chants and mantras. So he says, you use Yantra, I use Mantra. So he would tell us many examples and many experiences he has given to convey that message that one has to move from Yantra, the machine, to Mantra.